In the profound teachings of the great Buddha, we find timeless wisdom that resonates deeply with the human experience. The mind is everything. What you think, you become, he declared, encapsulating the transformative power of our thoughts. Today, inspired by these profound insights, we embark on a journey of introspection to uncover 11 elements that we should gently remove from our lives. As we embark on this journey, we lean on the profound teachings of Buddha to illuminate our path towards inner peace and enlightenment. Each lesson serves as a beacon, guiding us through the complexities of existence. Let us commence with Lesson 1, releasing the need to explain ourselves to those who have caused us pain. It is a familiar impulse to feel the urge to rationalize our actions or emotions in the face of hurt inflicted by others. Yet, as Buddha astutely observed, you will not be punished for your anger. You will be punished by your anger. This poignant insight underscores the self-inflicted harm that arises when we engage in futile attempts to justify ourselves to those who have wounded us. In relinquishing the compulsion to elucidate our motives to those who have caused us anguish, we unburden ourselves from the weight of seeking validation from external sources. This shift liberates us from the cycle of emotional turmoil, allowing us to reclaim agency over our well-being. However, it is essential to note that releasing the need for explanation does not equate to suppressing our emotions or disregarding the importance of open communication in relationships. Rather, it invites us to cultivate a deeper understanding of our inner selves, fostering genuine connections rooted in authenticity and empathy. Understanding that not everyone may be receptive to our explanations or willing to change their perspective is crucial. Rather than seeking validation from others, we should prioritize our own healing and growth. By focusing on inner peace and understanding within ourselves, we can cultivate emotional resilience and independence. This lesson underscores the importance of recognizing that our well-being should not hinge on the approval or understanding of others, especially those who have caused us pain. Moving on to Lesson 2, Oversharing at the End of Relationships. Lesson number 2 emphasizes the significance of exercising discretion when discussing the details of relationship endings. Following Buddha's guidance, we should engage in speech that is kind and considerate, avoiding gossip that may harm others. Respect for the privacy of past relationships is essential during what can be a tumultuous and sensitive period for both parties involved. By exercising compassion and restraint in our communication, we can prevent further hurt and foster a culture of empathy and understanding. Sharing intimate or sensitive details of a relationship's end can exacerbate pain not only for oneself, but also for others impacted by the situation. Thus, it is prudent to approach such conversations with care and mindfulness. Consider also the impact of your words on the other person involved. Instead of solely focusing on your own perspective, take a moment to empathize with the other party. Ask yourself, is what I'm about to say necessary and beneficial, or does it simply serve to spread negativity and harm? By respecting the boundaries and privacy of your past relationships, you not only maintain your own dignity, but also contribute to a more harmonious and compassionate environment in your personal and social circles. Remember, silence can often be the most eloquent and respectful response during such times. Moving on to Lesson 3, Unnecessary Goals. Buddha, the Enlightened One, parted profound wisdom when he uttered, "The trouble is, you think you have time." This timeless teaching urges us to reflect on the brevity of our existence, and on the titiamvaragzi of our existence, and the preciousness of the moments we are granted in this life. It serves as a poignant reminder that we often squander our most valuable resource, time, by pursuing goals that, in the grand scheme of things, are insignificant. Imagine your life as a finite collection of moments, each one a jewel in the tapestry of your existence. Now consider how often we fritter away these priceless gems by chasing goals that hold little true significance. These unnecessary goals can take various forms, from materialistic pursuits, driven by societal pressures, to trivial objectives that do not align with our core values and purpose. To heed Buddha's counsel is to embark on a transformative journey of introspection and prioritization. It requires us to reassess our goals and aspirations, discerning those that genuinely contribute to our growth and fulfillment from those that merely distract us from our true path. By aligning our actions with our deepest values and aspirations, we can live more intentionally and authentically, making the most of the precious time we have been granted. It calls upon us to sift through our aspirations and discern which ones truly resonate with our inner selves, align with our values, and contribute meaningfully to our personal growth and the welfare of others. By relinquishing those goals that are superfluous or incongruent with our authentic path, we free ourselves from the shackles of distraction and discontent. This teaching encourages us to streamline our ambitions, concentrating our efforts on goals that nourish our souls and enrich our lives. It invites us to cherish each moment as an irreplaceable gift, for in doing so, we unlock the potential to craft a life that is not just a series of pursuits, but a profound and purposeful journey. Let us take heed of this ancient wisdom and with mindful intention, refocus our energies on the goals that truly matter, allowing us to make the most of our time and lead a life imbued with significance and fulfillment. Raising your voice in front of others during periods of frustration or anger. Imagine a situation where you find yourself engulfed in anger or frustration. It's a moment when you feel compelled to let out your emotions by raising your voice, perhaps to assert your point or release pent-up tension. Consider the wisdom of Buddha. With his timeless insight, he offered a powerful analogy. Holding on to anger is like grasping a hot coal with the intention of throwing it at someone else. The critical insight here is that in doing so, you end up burning yourself. This analogy vividly illustrates that anger not only harms the recipient but inflicts even greater damage upon the one who harbors it. When you raise your voice in front of others during periods of frustration or anger, it often leads to a cycle of negativity. Firstly, it may escalate the situation, making it more challenging to find a constructive resolution. Secondly, it damages your relationships with others, as yelling can be hurtful and create emotional distance. Lastly, and most importantly, it takes a toll on your own mental and emotional well-being. Holding on to anger can lead to stress, anxiety, and a lingering sense of inner turmoil. So, what is the alternative? Buddha's guidance encourages us to practice patience and calmness. Instead of reacting impulsively to our emotions, we can take a step back and allow ourselves to cool down. This doesn't mean suppressing your feelings. Rather, it means acknowledging your emotions while choosing not to let them control your actions. By practicing patience, you can gain clarity and approach the situation with a composed and rational mind. This not only improves the chances of finding a mutually beneficial solution, but also preserves the harmony in your relationships. Buddha's lesson on raising your voice during moments of anger reminds us that true strength lies in mastering our emotions, not letting them master us. By practicing patience and calmness, we can cultivate inner peace and foster healthier relationships with those around us. Choosing the path of patience and calmness helps us avoid unnecessary suffering and paves the way for more harmonious and fulfilling interactions with others. So the next time you feel anger rising within you, remember the wisdom of Buddha and choose the path of patience and calmness to navigate through the challenges of life. Constantly comparing yourself to others. In this teaching, we delve into the profound wisdom of Buddha, who cautioned us about the detrimental effects of constantly comparing ourselves to others. He astutely observed that comparison with others breeds jealousy and insecurity, highlighting how this habit can sow the seeds of negative emotions within us. When we engage in perpetual comparisons with others, we inadvertently set ourselves up for feelings of inadequacy and self-doubt. We often fail to recognize our own unique qualities, talents, and strengths, as our focus shifts to what we perceive as the achievements and successes of those around us. This continuous cycle of comparison can erode our self-esteem, leaving us feeling less valuable and less capable than we truly are. To heed Buddha's timeless advice, it's crucial to embrace our own uniqueness and stop measuring our worth or progress against that of others. Each individual's life journey is distinct, shaped by their personal experiences, circumstances, and choices. By recognizing and celebrating our unique qualities, strengths, and achievements, we can cultivate a sense of self-worth and fulfillment that is independent of external comparisons. To truly embody this teaching, it's essential to approach social media with mindfulness and intentionality. Instead of aimlessly scrolling through your feed, consider focusing on positive and meaningful connections. This means being conscious of the content you consume and share, as well as the interactions you engage in. Ask yourself whether the time spent on social media is contributing positively to your life or if it's merely a source of distraction and comparison. Make an effort to connect with others authentically, engage in meaningful conversations, and share content that uplifts and inspires. By using social media mindfully, you can align your online presence with your values and aspirations, ensuring that what you think and do in the digital realm contributes to your personal growth and overall well-being. Remember, the mind truly is everything, and how you use it in the realm of social media can have a profound impact on your life's direction. The pursuit of external validation. This addresses the common habit of seeking external validation. It's a tendency many of us have where we rely on others' approval and recognition to feel worthy or confident. However, in the teachings of Buddha, we find a profound reminder: you yourself, as much as anybody in the entire universe, deserve your love and affection. This means that our worthiness and self-worth should come from within, rather than being dependent on others' opinions or judgments. Imagine this. Instead of constantly seeking validation from others, picture a life where you prioritize self-love and acceptance. It's about understanding that you are inherently valuable just as you are, regardless of external validation. This shift in perspective allows you to build a solid foundation of self-confidence and happiness, independent of others' views. Remember, this doesn't mean you shouldn't appreciate praise or recognition from others, but it does mean that you don't hinge your self-esteem solely on it. By focusing on self-love and inner validation, you empower yourself to live authentically and embrace your true worth. You'll find a deeper, more lasting sense of contentment and self-assurance. So, let go of the need for constant external validation and nurture the relationship you have with yourself. It's the most important one you'll ever have. Lesson 9. Perfectionism. Buddha, the wise sage, imparted a profound teaching when he stated, "There is no perfection in this world, only striving for it." This lesson invites us to explore the intricate relationship between our relentless pursuit of perfection and the inherent imperfections that are an integral part of the human experience. In a world that often glorifies unattainable ideals, it's essential to heed this guidance. Perfectionism can be a double-edged sword. While it may drive us to achieve high standards, it can also lead to unrelenting self-criticism and anxiety. Buddha's teaching encourages us to let go of the elusive notion of perfection and instead embrace our imperfections as a fundamental aspect of our humanity. By doing so, we free ourselves from the shackles of self-doubt and unrealistic expectations. We learn to appreciate the beauty in our flaws and the growth that arises from our mistakes. This shift in perspective allows us to focus on progress, not perfection. It empowers us to set meaningful goals, work diligently towards them, and relish the journey of self-improvement without the crushing burden of unattainable perfection looming over us. Lesson 9 teaches us that the path to personal growth and fulfillment lies not in the relentless pursuit of an unattainable ideal, but in the recognition and acceptance of our imperfections. It's an invitation to lead a life guided by the principle of continuous improvement, where each step forward, no matter how small, is a cause for celebration. In embracing our imperfections, we find the true essence of our humanity and discover a profound sense of contentment and self-compassion along the way. Lesson 10: Holding on to unrealistic expectations. In the realm of Buddhist wisdom, we encounter a profound teaching in Lesson 10: Holding on to unrealistic expectations. The essence of this lesson can be encapsulated in the words of Buddha himself when he said, "The root of suffering is attachment." To truly understand this, let's delve deeper. Unrealistic expectations often stem from a form of attachment, a fixation on how things should be rather than embracing how they are. This attachment can lead us down a path of discontentment and unhappiness, as we constantly chase after ideals that may be unattainable or simply not in alignment with the ever-changing nature of reality. Imagine you set impossibly high standards for yourself, your relationships, or your achievements. You become emotionally attached to these ideals, believing that they are the only path to contentment. However, when reality inevitably falls short of these expectations, suffering ensues. You may feel frustrated, disappointed, or even defeated. Buddha's wisdom advises us to release this attachment to unrealistic expectations, and doing so, discover contentment in the present moment. This does not mean abandoning all goals and aspirations. Rather, it invites us to approach life with a sense of flexibility and acceptance. By letting go of rigid expectations, we open ourselves up to the beauty of life's imperfections and find peace in embracing the journey as it unfolds. By releasing the shackles of unrealistic expectations, we open ourselves up to the beauty of the present moment. We learn to appreciate what we have, acknowledge our progress, and find contentment in the journey itself, rather than fixating solely on the destination. In this way, we free ourselves from the constant cycle of craving and dissatisfaction. Incorporating this teaching into our lives can lead to a profound transformation in how we experience the world. It invites us to cultivate mindfulness, a state of being fully present and aware, and to appreciate the richness of life as it unfolds. It encourages us to embrace the imperfections and uncertainties that make our journey unique and meaningful. So as we navigate the complexities of existence, let us heed the wisdom of Buddha and release the shackles of unrealistic expectations. In doing so, we open ourselves up to a more authentic and fulfilling experience of life, one where contentment is found not in an imagined future, but in the beauty of the present moment. Lesson 11: The harmful effects of gossiping.